Hey, this is everything I want to see in Guild Wars 1. What I really want to see in Guild Wars 1 is a way to consolidate the player base. Right now we have our Heroes Ascent, Codex Arena, Random Arenas. We got Guild Wars, Guild versus Guild. But I feel like there's too many options for PvP, and like I've crossed a few ideas where it's just like, um, well, you can't delete them because people don't play them, so like might as well not play them. But that's the thing. There's too many options, and if there's too many options, like why bother checking? Like, on top of that, it's like if there's too many options and not enough players or real players. I'm talking about real players, okay? No bots. Real players. Other real players are gonna look at the place. It's like, oh man, this place is dead. Why bother committing any amount of time or effort into it? So make it a mini game. Make the old PvP stuff. Get rid of them, or make them into something else, like a mini game or something. Do something with it. But what I want to see is less PvP options and consolidate that player base. If they don't prioritize PvP in this game, I feel like it might actually just stay stagnant. But that's a fear, right? Hopefully that fear is not correct. Another thing I wanna see in Guild Wars is look, a lot of y'all are gonna disagree with me, but they have to make this game free to play. In some shape or form, they have to make it so easy and have no barriers to entry, no friction, where it's just like, oh, so many people are talking about Guild Wars. Let me see what's all the hubbub about. It looks like I gotta pay $20. Oh, it looks like I gotta pay $2 just to make an account. I don't want to do that. I don't want to pay money. And like, there is a lot more people of that area than people who want to commit money into something. Hold your arguments, okay? I need you to understand that if this game goes PvP, the population will blow up and stay consistent because of the fact that it's free to play. So many players would just run in and try it, and if they like the gameplay, they might actually want to explore the world even further. So I think it should go free to play. Either they make prophecies pre-series free to play, or they make PvP free to play. I think they should make prophecies pre-series free to play, or up to Lion's Arch in some shape or form, or make PvP free to play, or just in some way. Just, we need a consistent flow of new players, and that is what will solidify the game into prosperity. Because as it stands now, it's a ghost town in these PvP places. And like, I like the PvE aspect too, right? And they got little instances where you die enough and then you figure out like the best build from your character to apply to that area. And then what? I think PvP is like the creme de la creme of Guild Wars, because the situations, the variables in this game are large. Outside of Guild versus Guild. Selfishly speaking, from here, I wish they would get rid of all the arenas and just stick with random arenas, or hide the other arenas. That way you can like explore them later if you wanted to. You don't have to delete them. You could just hide them. But yeah, make this place free to play. That'll be so sick. Imagine having free to play players in Bark Beach, like just talking a lot of smack. That'll be great. Now, a wish list. Wish list for me. Proximity chat. I feel like every game could use proximity chat. Just like, let me go up to this Angela Sewing and tell him like, dude, you straight up look like a bird, and it's it fits your style, and he'll reply to me, either text chat or voice chat. But yeah, voice chat would be so sick in this game. I could talk so much smack. Oh, there is one more thing. Make PvE harder. I want new instances to come in as 4 members maximum allowed, whether that be normal, hard mode, or rumored to be elite mode. I want more instances that are 4 out of 4, or catered to 4 out of 4. I understand. Oh, you could do that now. You could go 4 out of 8, or what have you. But the instances, I believe they were made for, 8 out of 8. But I want those instances catered to 4 out of 4 to have a challenge where it has weight to it. Those challenges have weight. You have 4 players to rely on to complete the objective. 4 players versus 8. I mean, 8 players, you have a lot of mistakes that you can make, but with 4 players, the mistakes are very, very small. The room for mistakes is very small, and then that's what makes it fun. Here's the last thing I want to touch up on that no one wants to be open to it, but I think, because it's the spirit of the game, but I think the armor acquisition in this game is too easy. I think consumables are too easy to make. Yeah, progressing through the story is just it's part of the game. It's real fun to go through these instances, but consumables make that too easy, and getting high end or the end game armor stats is too easy. I feel like that could be harder, and the beginner basic set weapons where before you even start customizing your weapons, I feel like that stuff could be harder outside of Melanger's Accord. Okay, of course, people will bring up, oh, you want this to be harder, just go on Melanger's Accord, it'll be much harder. But I want this in the whole game. I want it in the whole game. It's just for the health of the game. I think it should be harder to get these things, the consumables and the end game armor. But it is what it is, right? It's a good thing and it's a bad thing that I'm not gonna get that. That I'm not gonna get that. Because that's the spirit of the game, right? You get to level 20, you get the armor, and then you're ready, set to go. And if that's the spirit of the game, then PvP is where the core is. That's where the heart is, man. Multiple times I come back to this game for the PvP. Obviously, I get burnt out by the toxicity, but you know what? You know what I like to do with toxicity? Before I even join in random arenas, I just turn off chat. And then when I'm done for the day, I put it back on. It's just a fast and reliable way to ignore the people of random arenas. I would do guild versus guild, but the commitment behind it is what is the friction for me. Shoot, I gotta make a team. If there's anything that I want them to do is to make guild versus guild, the idea behind guild versus guild, easier to approach without having to have a guild. There's already established guilds right there doing these games, and what if they're short a man or two? Hey, we're open for pugs. Enter in easily. Instance finder of some sort. Anyway, I don't want to ramble on. This is all I want. Okay, alright, thank you. Bye.